Hello guys and welcome to a preview of SpeedRunners. Now this game is releasing tomorrow in the Xbox One as part of the Games with Gold program, and let's take a look at it. Now I have two replays that I played earlier today and they're pretty neat, so let's check out the first one. Now this game can be played in single player or coach co-op, or also with other people online of course, but it's awesome anyways. Now, the controls are with X, you hook into the kind of like white hanging areas at the top of the board. You're gonna see them from time to time. Now with B, what you actually do is use your power-ups. Now the power-ups you collect in the middle of the game, I guess, while you're running. And then with A you jump, and the longer that you keep A pressed, at least once you're in those white things that you just saw there, you're gonna end up going a little bit farther up, and it just depends on your strategy more than anything. It really depends on how you need to use it. Anyways, yeah, we're just watching a replay right now. That's the good thing about this game, by the way. You can actually save up the replay, so everything ends up being really cool. Also, anyways, let me just bring it down. And there's a lot of different power-ups, but the most common one is the crate drop. The crate drop basically just is a crate that drops. You can drop, and it basically just blocks the path of your opponent. Now, the way that the game works is that you basically just have to make everybody else run out of the edge of the screen. And as soon as the first person runs out of the edge of the screen starts becoming progressively smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, if for some reason there is a long time like before somebody gets off the screen, now a timer starts. I don't remember how long it is, but it's a couple of minutes long, and if nobody has dropped out of the screen by then the screen automatically becomes smaller and smaller, as if somebody had come out of the screen. Now, the game settings can be adjusted, but the default settings are you need to win 3 times. So you basically need to get everybody off the screen 3 times before you win the game, the match. Now, matches can last anywhere from a few seconds, really, to a lot of minutes, especially if like you last forever on the screen with everybody else. And apart from that, it's just an amazing game. I mean, it's very simple but very entertaining. There's a lot of strategy going on, especially with the power-ups. And also, oh yeah, by the way, those blue long things that you saw there is how you recharge your boost. To use the boost, I think you press RT. And yeah, by the way, all of these controls are in the Xbox. That's a backfire. I basically just two-step my rocket power-up, and the rocket power-up, it just chases the person right in front of you until it hits, but it does this kind of long arc thingy, and it also has the risk of firing back on you. You can basically get hurt from it, and then it immobilizes you for a couple of seconds. Now this time I was able to land that successfully, but it really didn't matter too much. Now the main thing of the game is conserving momentum. You want to keep as much momentum going through everywhere, so it's basically kind of like a normal racing game, except there's no cars. It's a little bit like Mirror's Edge now that I think about it. It's just 2D, I guess, but it's very entertaining, and once again it has power-ups, so what else do you want, right? Oh well, now that ray that you just saw her launch is a freeze ray, and it basically just makes everybody into a giant iceberg, I guess. It just puts them in a giant ice cube, and you can move until you press a lot of times A to break free. Now that power-up that she has right there we go, you see, it basically creates a sphere, and depending on where you are in relation to the sphere, once it explodes, it launches you forward or backwards, or I guess to a different side. But as you can see, the screen got incredibly small right there until she won and I went off screen. So this game is freaking epic. I recommend it to everybody, to tell you the truth. And you guys are going to be incredibly excited once it actually releases tomorrow, because it's amazing. And besides, I think this game was announced quite a long time ago, probably like almost 2 years ago, as coming to the Xbox One, but back then it was not even like in the beta stage, or like in the closed beta stage, no, in the open beta stage, sorry about that, in Steam. Back then when it was announced, it was only, I think, in a closed beta stage in Steam. The open beta hadn't even started, and right now I think it already released in Steam. And yeah, it's going to come to the Xbox One, and there we go. That was the game. That was just a sample of a map. I'll let you rejoice on that one. And the game, you can find it tomorrow, I guess, once it drops in the Xbox One store. It's going to be amazing. As I told you, you can play multiplayer ranked games, so yeah, there's a ladder that you can climb. It's pretty nice. This game is pretty competitive. There's the quick matches, so just a quick friendly game that you can find online. Custom match, you can set up your own match as you want. And local party, it's an excellent party game. I cannot recommend it enough. Now, it also has a story mode, but the story mode is more like just single player, like there's not really a story at all. Now, the one thing that I have to mention is that depending on the level that you beat the first level, I guess, yeah, the difficulty that you beat the first level in, is the difficulty that you can play the next level. So for example, I just beat the story in medium, but the only one that I can play in unfair or like a harder setting than medium is the first level, because I haven't unlocked that difficulty in that level, I guess. So the other ones are locked. Oh my god, I'm just repeating myself in circles anyways. But as soon as you beat that level, I guess there's only 4, and as soon as you beat it, the comics, there's a comic that becomes unlocked. It's kind of like weird if you ask me. I don't quite understand it too much, but I guess somebody can read it out if you guys are into it. And that's basically it, just a couple of stories and that's it. Then practice, you can just practice a map by yourself, kind of like a speedrun, see if you can like complete a lot faster. That's just on your own. Now the options, they're not really too much. At least you can map your controllers, as you can see, but it's just standard options. But there's nothing else to it. Now the good thing is that you can actually increase and decrease the screen size depending on your television or your screen, basically. So for example, this is just about right for mine, because for some reason my TV cuts off the edges, but whatever. And that's basically it. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. So yep, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Anyways, this is the game. Hope you enjoyed it. It's very simple, very nice, very nice, and you guys are going to be addicted to it. Kind of like iDarb, I think it was I drew a red ball. Yeah, iDarb, #iDarb. That game was amazing once it released, but it lacked the multiplayer aspect of it. You can only play 1v1s. You couldn't do the 2v2s or 3v3s or 4v4s. So it stalled very quickly. Now, the reason why SpeedRunners is releasing as part of the Games with Gold program is because the developer wanted to grow the player base as quickly as possible, because this is mainly an esport, or at least the developers, TinyBuild, saw it as an esport. And to tell you the truth, it very much is. Like, it has a lot of potential, there's a lot of strategy, and the matches are incredibly entertaining to watch, especially in the pro level. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the game, or this game preview, and you guys are going to enjoy the game for sure tomorrow. I'll be surprised if you guys don't like it. Anyways, this is me saying bye. See you next time, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.